Good day, sir. Viewers, as you are watching now, click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program to others. Subscribe if you are watching for the first time. Sheirk Gumi, a controversial cleric, has said no one can chase Fulani out of Nigeria. So we begin to ask the question: does Fulani own Nigeria more than the Eagles? Does Fulani own Nigeria more than a Yoruba man? Does Fulani own Nigeria more than an Hausa? What can you say about this?
Yes, let me just say that it's unfortunate that the Hausa land has been conquered politically and otherwise. The northern part of the country has fallen under Fulani oligarchy, and that is why you are seeing them claiming so much influence on the entire Hausa land and, of course, Nigeria. To an extent, the Sultan of Sokoto was made the leader of all Muslims in Nigeria.
Leader of all Muslims in Nigeria,
both in the north, in the middle belt, and of course in Yoruba land. No, the supreme leader there.
So you are saying Sultan of Sokoto is leader of the Muslim Yoruba?
You can sense now that the entire 50% of all of them in Nigeria is being controlled by the Sultan of Sokoto. So who is Sultan of Sokoto? And if you dive into Sultan of Sokoto's archive, he was a former military officer, schooled in Pakistan. Went to military school in Pakistan, went to military school in some powerful Islamic nations. So after what said and done, he came back and became the Sultan of Sokoto, and ever since we have seen deep security challenges in Nigeria before the Americans started to giraffe and begin to intervene. We have not seen him come out openly to condemn. So there is this structure right from the time Muhammad Buhari came into power to make Nigeria an indigenous place. What we make it an indigenous. I think to an extent, Obasanjo countered that move. I made it very clear that the Fulanis are not indigenous people. They are not in Nigeria. Obasanjo made it very clearly. But because of what the British wanted to happen in Nigeria, very clearly, because the British government wanted it to be the way it is currently now, they seem to have handed some political and military power to this Fulani. They said that have conquered the entire, northern Nigeria, which is entirely Hausa land. Until Martin Nnamdi came with reawakening of the Hausas, but up to now.
So you are saying it was Nnamdi Kanu that later these people, Hausa, Yoruba,
that's the awakening of our consciousness. It's like to an extent we became very docile. Nigeria became very nonchalant. Yes, on the activities of these people. Right from the time when Nigeria was registered as an OIC member under IBB. The plan has been there. So the plan moved from one phase to another until it became very clear that the 6 million, let me say, the Fulanis are not up to 10 million in Nigeria. But they seem to have taken over everywhere. And we know that at a certain point they came into Nigeria, not that they are indigenous people of Nigeria.
But how have they find a way to overcome the indigenes of Nigeria? If you calculate it, the Yoruba should be more than the Fulanis. Even the Igbo should be more than the Fulanis. But they find a way to conquer the rest of the
Hausas themselves, population-wise, they are more than the Fulanis. Yes, but you cannot see an Hausa governor. You cannot see an Hausa senator. You cannot see an Hausa president. You cannot see even an ordinary emir. You cannot see them. Traditional rulers, you cannot see an Hausa man there. So this, you can see how they are coming. Until Buhari came and pronounced and map out funds for them to consolidate their presence in Nigeria. He brought Ruga, indigenization of the Fulanis in Nigeria. All this is a game plan. But the only voice that was resisting, the Yoruba doesn't have problem. The Northerners, they are Muslims, they are the Fulanis, no. But it's not as if that an average Yoruba man like the Northerners, but they only like the Northerners when it comes to the conspiracy to conquer the Igbo nation. Look at how it works. The Igbo man seems to have a deep spot for the Yorubas, but the Yorubas does not have a deep spot for the Yorubas. Of course, there are so many reasons why they want Igbos to be converted to Islam. It's an underground plan. It's an underground. Yes, an underground war. Definitely they want it. But let me just tell you this very clearly. At this point where we are now, it has become a very deep concern that the consciousness is already there now. The reawakening. Not anywhere you see Martin Nnamdi Kanu, whether you're an Hausa man or a Yoruba man, you hate him or whatever, please celebrate that man. He is an icon and a phenomenon. He is a prophet. He predicted this thing many, many years ago, but it is happening now. So, in alliance, see, that's why they are saying that the Southwest should leave this battle. They are getting themselves involved over how to conquer Igbo land and turn Igbo to Muslims. That is the problem. And you can see where Martin Nnamdi Kanu is currently is now. And the presence of Gumi, the presence of Gumi is the same person who has been moving from one jihadist to another, from one Islamic terrorist to another, negotiating, defending them, questioning the rationale. He said nobody can leave Nigeria. They cannot leave Nigeria anymore. They cannot go, nobody, no government, nobody can chase Fulanis away from Nigeria. If they are saying that nobody can chase Fulanis away from Nigeria, who are they? Where did they come from? Can we be able to see a particular location, a particular place where the Fulanis can claim that yes, this is our Oboboro, this is where we are born, this is where our grandfathers live, this is our generation? No.
Professor Chidem, if I may ask you, the other day, this same man, Sheirk Gumi, said he was mad among those that US wants to eliminate. So we begin to ask, what prompted him to make this kind of statement?
Let the federal government publish the list of terrorist sympathizers and enablers in Nigeria and sponsors. Up to now, they have not published the list. Let us know whether Sheirk Gumi.
The federal government has the list with them.
The US government does not have anything to do with Sheirk Gumi. It is left for Nigeria. Why they send Sheirk Gumi back from Saudi Arabia is because of his romance. So we need to prove it very clearly that he's sponsoring them or he's networking for them.
They are saying if you are sure that Gumi is working for them or is part of this terrorist.
Gumi is just trying to deny recently when he discovered that his name is in the list. And he said, no, I'm not a Boko Haram. But you're a friend, man. Why are you denying that? Because you simply says that, Venezuela treatment can happen to all these people in Nigeria. And he said, no, I'm not a Boko Haram. I'm trying to make peace. In fact, go and do amnesty with them. They are not like IPOB. All these Fulanis he's talking about, comparing them with IPOB, can they have a presence in United States of America? Like IPOB having a presence in United States of America? The answer is not. It's no. They cannot. The US government know who are the terrorists. So you can see it very clearly, that the plan of the Fulani in Nigeria, powered by Britain and other Arab nations around the world, is gradually being exposed and is gradually being weakened. Tinubu and Shetima are in total confusion now because they don't know the next plan of the state of America. They might decide tomorrow. They might not decide tomorrow. The conditions can never be met. And the options of disintegration of Nigeria is still lying there in Oval Office in Washington. And for Gumi to come out and say, no, you must give them land, you must accept them. But go and ask Israel to accept Hamas. Can they tell Israel currently now to accept Hamas? If Israel can accept Hamas, then Nigeria can accept Fulanis in their communities, in their indigenous places.
Okay, closely with you on this, Mr. Chinedu. The other day, Sheirk Gumi asked for the persecution of 900 Christians. So the question keeps coming, who are the Christians is asking for the persecution? Because if we should ask, the same Fulani Christians, his own tribe, or what can I say about this?
Okay, we have gone back to the Sheirk Gumi's archives. You know, he was former a military officer, and then he came with his radical position on as a cleric. And when his files are beginning to open, that he came back from Saudi Arabia and they are ordered that 900 Christians in a state in the north should be executed. And he came out and said that because they drink beer, or because they are drunkards, or because of what. But for you to come out and say 900 Christians should be murdered on the spot shows that you are a radical jihadist.
A radical jihadist.
That's what it means. So according to Reverend Lady Thompson, who made that revelation, I think it is enough point to have a double eye on Sheirk Gumi whereabouts and movement and engagement currently now. This is a man that was deported from Saudi Arabia. They don't want to see him in Saudi Arabia. But still, those countries is running to telling Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bring in Turkey, bring in China, bring in Pakistan, bring in this and all that in Nigeria. What is he trying to tell you? Because it has gotten to a point that, you know, if there is going to be a full military presence, foot soldiers of US foot soldiers on Nigeria, then the Fulanis will definitely have no place they can call their own, because American presence in Nigeria will trigger uprising by the Hausa community against the Fulanis. The Yorubas will begin to sit out tight, and of course, you know that the Biafra land is no-go area. So, in that statement need to be investigated, as Sheirk Gumi called for 900 Christians in the north to be executed. It is something that the world should, and that's what the world is talking about, Christian genocide. And an investigation need to be carried out to know actually whether that statement is what triggered the killing of 600,000 Christians in Nigeria and burning down of over 17,000 churches across Nigeria. And that is why that if the federal government refuse to make their list public, that have some of them in Abuja there in their list, the United States of America will act on that list. And anybody they picked in the course of stopping genocide, killing of Christians in Nigeria, we know that his hand or her hand is not very clear.
Okay, viewers, as you are watching now, if you are still online,